And we're live.
What's going on, everybody? Putting up the last little bit of bolts. We're gonna send it up.
We're gonna do what?
We're gonna send it
Ben.
to the moon. Who's gonna be the first person to comment? Bum 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 bum. Who's gonna be the first one? Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
It said something actually when I started it.
What?
I don't know. It said something about comments. It literally just started it and then it said something. Let's see. Oh, YouTube.
What's going on, brother? So, do you think that they can comment, or do you think that they can't comment?
It's a good question. I'm not really sure right now. Usually this turns red too.
Should we go back and come back in?
Nope. I think it's maybe just taking time to
To load?
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe not. What's up, everybody? Up on Def, we got the Def Bonce 4515. It's on 4 DD Audio 12 case. Why is it on 4, you may ask? Well, that's because the resistance of the coils is what it is. So we wired up to 4. We more than likely will not take this up to clipping because it's a lot of amps and I don't feel like risking them too much anyways. So then to start this thing off in normal fashion, we will look for the peak frequency and we'll go from there.
peak frequency.
You guys could take a second as you guys come in, hit that share button, drop a comment below, and let me know if you guys are ready to see this thing do an 80. That would be cool.
It's a 15 though.
It is a 15. Bum. Yeah, so we tried cooling off the cabin as much as we could. It was in there for 2 hours running. Vegas is just like 110 out, so there's only so much that we can really do.
It's hot. It's hot in Vegas. Did you see that Greg Corbin put little fans on the amps?
We need those fans in this. We need those fans inside here. That would be awesome.
Right.
So we're going to start at 60 hertz. Lately, it's been peaking at 61, and we'll see. More than likely, it's going to be 60 to 62 hertz. That's just where Delilah likes to peak. I don't see it being any different. Usually, all the other subs that we've tested has been the same, right? Mm-hmm. So that being said, amps are on, and we'll get the show on the road. Got Mr. Jacob Fuller in the house. It's 90 over there. That sounds like a joy. I think this good. Morning at 6:45, 7 o'clock, it was about 90. Mm-hmm. Which is weird to say, but it felt amazing outside. So we will see. Got about 10 watts. It's doing a 132. 33. 33. 34. 34. 35.9, 34.99, 35.46. And we're going to go to 36 on the track. 36. Can we 36.5, 36.5. We got a 37.3.
Sold.
37.9. We're at 61.3 so far. 38.19. 38.85. 39.49. 140. 140.8. 141.5. 41.9. 42. 42.57. 6.5. I think it's about there-ish. 42.54. 42.81. 42.91. 42.82. So it's in between track 30 and track 31. Track 30 or 31, it looks like it is 62.2. And then track 30 is 62.1. So we're going to leave it on 31 to start out with, and we'll go from there. So off the get, we are rising to 1.6 ohms from 1 ohm. So it's not very much rise. Divide that by 2, and then that's per amp. We're going to put it on peak hold. We'll try the 1 watt score, and then we'll kind of go from there. Hope you guys have your cold beverages in your hand, whether that be water or dirty water. And I hope you guys have a good show.
Whoa.
Oh, Jesus. So 1 watt, it looked like it is coming in at.
Does that seem right to you?
Yeah.
Because it's a 15?
It's a 15. It's a 4.5-inch coil. It's 4 amps. Robert, there is 4 DD audio 12Ks on it. It's half an ohm per 12K. And yeah. What's up, got these? So you ready to get the show on the road?
Yeah.
We'll hit it with 250. It looks like standing temperature is about 84 degrees in the rear chamber. We're going to probably try to keep it around 80s, if not 90s, till we reheat it again. The longer we wait, the more the cabin's going to warm up and the more it's going to screw with the score. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. 250 watts coming right. Oh, Jesus. 250 watts coming right up about now. So 317 watts. Looks like it got up to 88 degrees. Beep, beep, beep.
317 watts.
Doing a 156.6. PF on that unit is 0.979.
And the temperature?
88 degrees is what I seen on that.
88 degrees.
So we'll go ahead and hit it with 500 now. Here we go. So at 524 watts, looks like we got up to 93 degrees. Drew Jones says, do I put the AC clamp before or after the probes? Usually they're after. On the speaker wires. Looks like the rise is starting to go up just a hair, so that's good. We are at 1.79, which is It's about 0.9 per amp. So
0.9.
everything seems well so far, anyways.
Yeah.
Like I said, power is ×2. It is clamping one set of amps, and let me verify that because I have been wrong before.
Multiple times.
Hey, now,
Multiple times.
don't you judge me.
All right, go check. How many of you guys went to Slam?
I know we did it.
Yeah, we did it. I heard it was really good weather.
Best slam ever.
Carlos says he heard it was the best slam ever, and we missed it.
The temperature was ideal.
Oh yeah, I see. A lot of people that went.
Jeremiah said, "Not I. Me either, Becker. Me either."
It's gonna be in a new venue or location next time, huh?
That's what they say. Eli, there's always drama in audio. Realistically, there can't be one day that there ain't no drama. It's silly. Ray was there with the booth. How'd you do, Ray? Did you sell a couple of your ports? I seen you had your setup and your tent going on. Eli said he loves them. Ninja says, fuck them.
Jesus. You could say that on live.
Well, that's what he said.
Oh.
Fuller said Slam was good. We definitely missed y'all, but are you sure you can't say that? That's pretty cool, Marshall. It's always good to see the people that you look up to, or at least that you were that you follow on YouTube. When was Slam? A couple weeks ago. A week ago. 2 weeks ago.
Oh, a week ago. Last weekend.
Last
weekend. What's that new?
Name of ports is ports are mobile audio network ports. Yes, 8-inch, 10-inch, and 12-inch, which not a lot of people have 12-inch drop-in ports. If you look on there, that's the gentleman right there that's missing the ear.
The eye? You're about to make them blind too?
Yeah, pretty close. All right, so we're back to ambient temperature. We'll hit it with 1,000 watts, and then we'll talk about, what are you going to talk about?
We could talk about our sponsors.
We're going to talk about sponsors, huh?
Yeah.
Power is ×2, so that's good. All right, y'all, we're going to smack this thing with 1,000-ish watts. Might be 3,000. Not really sure. I'll try to keep it around 1,000. Then we'll take a second to talk about our sponsors. Got about 12 seconds left on the track. Meanwhile, the track resets. This is where you can find Mr. Ray's ports. He has 8-inch, 10-inch, and 12-inch that are shipping nationwide. And here we go, 1,000 watts. So at 1,000 watts, it's doing a 161.85. Temp got up to 99 degrees.
All right.
Where is Jason the Clue? I'm not sure where he's at. You know? Not really sure.
Oh, move the camera this way from the... There you go.
So we got up to what, 99 degrees on that last hit?
Yep.
So 99 degrees, got 1,000 watts going through it. The score is pick. There we go. There's Mr. Nello Media in the house. We were missing you. We've been throwing numbers all over the place, to be honest. So I'm not saying that we've been throwing the right temperature numbers out there, but we've been throwing some numbers out there is what I'm saying. Temp is definitely rising a little faster than normal, I think, early on.
The what?
The temperature. So we'll see where that ends up. I know I wired everything right. And I just double checked the amps, RCAs, and all that good stuff for the strapping. Looks fine. So I think we're ready to go. As soon as this temp drops down a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
It's dropping quick.
Sponsors. No, for sure.
Well, we're already 2 degrees off.
Oh, so you're gonna hit it, and
I think we're gonna hit it, yeah. Because usually, you talk about sponsors to kind of burn a little bit of the time that we're usually spending. What?
Nothing.
What is going on? What's up, Chad?
A lot of people here went to Slam.
Did they?
Yep.
We'll go next year.
Yeah.
As soon as they announce where it's going to be, we'll definitely be there. Be there or be square. That's what I always say. And this year we were square, and that's okay. Square is a shape too, huh?
Yeah. Square is a shape.
Let it drop maybe 1-2 more degrees.
Although, if we're honest,
What?
all of Saturday, I really didn't want to open up my Facebook.
Did you?
No.
Huh.
Because I saw everybody's video. There was a lot of videos.
I've seen a lot of videos of Ninja's build. That thing looked nasty.
I know.
20
It was
FI12
a lot of builds out
built
there.
by, who's it built by? B-Max.
Which one?
Ninja's new build.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, B-Max Lithium. That's definitely a demo that you should definitely look forward to whenever he's in the area.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, it doesn't look like we're going to drop much past 87, 86 degrees. PF's still not terrible. It's in the 9.2s. It's just that cabin is just rough right now. The front, where the meter's at, a little cooler than where the sub's at, is a little warmer. So that's why the frequency is a little bit higher than it normally is. But with that being said, let's go ahead and wait for this track to reset. We'll hit it with 2,000 watts, and then we'll talk about our sponsors. Yeah. Here we go. 2,000 watts. So 2,000 watts is doing a 164.76. Looks like temp got up to, I'm going to go ahead and take a guess, 113 degrees.
You think?
That's what I'm guessing.
Let's see what Nello says.
But let's see what Nello says. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. 112. I was a degree off.
You were close.
I think by next show, if you guys could recommend me a webcam that's clear, I'll get that sucker ordered and get this one swapped out. It almost looks like it can't pick up the screens too well. Maybe if we did like a little, but then you can't see the O-scope.
I think the GoPro was working fine.
Was it?
Maybe we got to go back to the GoPro.
Should we connect it right now?
No.
If we can. That's right, Ray. We have this on 4 DD audio 12Ks at 0.5 ohms per amp. And that's what we got rolling. Are you sure you don't want to connect it? Nello says he's down.
No, leave it.
He's down to wait.
What?
Well, for the GoPro. We can switch it around really quick, I think.
Where did he say that?
Oh, right there.
Where?
He says this is rough in the streets. He can't see nothing.
Oh God.
You don't see him? He says it's a struggle to be able to get even just a little picture in there.
That's your translation of what that says.
What? You don't see it?
Go ahead and hook it up. Just hook it up. Just do it.
Girl, I wasn't even asking. Imagine it's dead. Meanwhile, the temp cools down just a hair. We are connecting this GoPro and see if we can't get a little bit clearer of a picture from my man Nello. Because
And it's dead.
do 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 do. What? Girl, I'm thinking how am I supposed to connect all this camera devices. Now just go to settings, camera, GoPro, shabam. How's that, Nello? Is that better? Wait, give me a piece of that gorilla.
A what?
The gorilla tape.
It says much, much better.
Right on. So now that we got that taken care of, why do big extreme builds use half bridge instead of full bridge? I don't know. That's what's available to me. It's stable. That's what I know how to use. So that's what we use, really. As far as everybody else, I can't really speak for other extreme builds. The ones that come to mind are like Justin Haydock. He uses half bridge. You got the dudes at Soundcheck. They use half bridge. Scott Van Riper, half bridge. I've never really tested one and the other, so not really sure.
$87 degrees.
I think we're about ready to hit it with 4K.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about our sponsors. You ready? Get set. Here's 4,000 watts. It's at 4,000 watts. It's doing a 167. Temp got up to, I want to say, 144 degrees. So 4K is actually 4K, Robert. If you take a look at that power multiplier there on the bottom right,
Frozen.
are we on the Wi-Fi?
Oh, what is this saying? Connection is unstable.
Oh, you don't have it on the. Hold on.
I have it on what?
You don't have it on the.
Oh, like connected straight?
Yeah, because I took the port.
Hold on, guys.
It's always something.
Oh my God.
What?
You erased the board.
No, I didn't.
It's like in every show thing with you.
Well, what do you want to do? You didn't connect the internet, right?
I didn't connect the internet, right?
You're the one that set this thing up.
Oh God.
Mhm.
Who unplugged it?
I did.
Then that's who didn't
Or
replug
didn't
it.
plug it in.
Mm-hmm. Why was it unplugged?
Juan Carlos was crying that he didn't have enough internet.
Oh God. Then it's his fault.
It's his fault.
Looks so dark in that corner now.
It's like Darth Vader. There we go. I think we finally switched over. Is the picture any clearer for you guys?
Look at the board.
Oh, Jesus. While the temp cools, just erase it some more. While the temp cools down just a hair, on the sub, we will talk about our star senders. These guys are the people that send in stars the previous episode, and they get entered in to win a FI Car Audio 3.9 or $100 or something. They always has. I always see the giveaways, and they always have like a or. You know, we never gave an or. We always gave a. You get the sub or you get the sub. So maybe if you don't want the sub, recone to the specifications of your liking, you get $100. Email to you. I'll send it in the mail. You know, whatever's. At the top, we got Mr. Chris. We got Taylor, Nello. We got John, Samuel, and Tommy Eugene Whitmore. We appreciate y'all for sending in them stars, and we look forward to doing the giveaway as soon as
the season's over.
The season's over, which we're pretty close.
Yeah, we're real close.
I don't know if we're gonna ask the peoples that sent in the recones if they want to wait for season 3, if they want to run it on 1.5. Ray says that he's willing to throw in a port for a second place prize.
Okay.
That sounds pretty awesome to me, Ray, if you ask me. We can definitely do that, I think. Mobile Audio Network.
Maybe on the next hit now you can finally talk about the sponsors.
But we're still a little hot right now.
I really couldn't even hear it, like, so plain in the back.
No? Well. So what should we do? If you can't hear it whamming, is it really whamming?
I don't know. We'll see soon.
What are the cubes on the seal side? It is small. Dustin, those are the cubes.
Did you switch the ZBLs?
They never got changed.
Are you sure?
Yep. I mean, I could double check them.
Yeah, go check them while this thing cools down a little bit.
Well, the problem is I got to drop the ZBLs in order to do it. Because the RCAs are fine. I checked that earlier. Keep the people entertained. Tell them what we're gonna do.
Well, what are we gonna do?
What are we doing?
I don't know. Julio says happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
What's the cubes on the sealed side?
Tiny.
Carlos says tiny. Just oh god.
What?
Nothing.
What? Huh?
Nothing.
What are you laughing about over there? Huh?
I'm just laughing.
Huh?
What?
What are you laughing about over there?
Justin says Justin's coming for you. Yeah.
Let's run it. Let's have all the extreme builds meet up at one place in the United States.
Oh god.
Las Vegas. We'll do a cash pot, $500 entry.
Oh god. Carlos says that all the extreme bands should meet up someplace in Las Vegas.
$500 cash pot entry.
$500 cash pot entry. Winner takes all.
Winner takes all. Right? That'd be a good one. Thank you, Nello. Alcohol test, Carlos. Don't do that. Sorry, you're late to the party. All 4 amps are wired at 0.5 per. Title for title? No, I wouldn't do that. I'm okay with losing. I'm not okay with losing Delilah. This old girl's gonna rot in my garage. Definitely, Danny. I think this is definitely a musical sub. It's just Mr. What's his full name? Mr. Robert is the one that sent it in, and he wanted to see what it could do. You know? Once you break a 70, you down to take a shot of Don Julio.
Don Julio.
Don Julio.
Once we break a what?
70?
All right, I'm down.
You down for a shot?
I haven't drinking
In a while,
in
huh?
a bit.
Good. I mean, I just had a Modelo, but it's nothing crazy. Not like it's hard liquor or something like that. But
hey, it is Saturday.
It is Saturday. And it has been gaining.
Yeah.
About 3 dB per doubling. So maybe she has a little more in her. Uh-oh.
Jesus.
So with that being said, we're going to give it a couple more clicks. We're going to reset the meter. What was the last one? 4,000?
Yeah. Ish.
4,000-ish. So we're going to give it 8,000-ish.
Yeah. Whoa.
Turns out it wasn't 8,000. It was 12,000. And it did a 170.48.
Jesus, that did that like nothing. Like it just went straight 10, 12.
It just whang, whang. Well, it is for 12,000 watt amps.
Oh, I see.
On tap. It's a quarter of the power, essentially. And being that it was kind of rolling into it, we had to hold it. You know the deal. Looks like it got up to 188 degrees. Is that right, Nello? What's up, Dave? 203. I was wrong.
You're way wrong.
I was way wrong. Mr. Tommy Eugene Whitmore got a star party started. Shout out to Tommy. He's been a supporter since day one.
Yep. A
viewer since day one. And he just about catches every single one of them.
Yes.
He missed one, I think, but he rewatched it from what he was saying.
And that's why you say his name with respect. The whole name.
Put respect on it.
Sometimes I'll write Tommy Whitmore on the board and he'll make sure to add the Eugene.
Now, I'm not saying that this bottle is cold, but she frosty, you know? So frosty, you can't even see what I'm scribbling on it. We got about this much left. Jessica says we're going to finish this by the end of the evening.
Grab it so that they can see how big it really is.
You know. Here's my head. Here's my chest. I'm not a very big person, but
1.57. Wait, 1.75 liters.
There you go.
That's a big boy.
That's a big boy. So with that being said, we're gonna pour up a shot of this. Meanwhile, the temps cool down just a hair.
Because I see what you did there. It went up to 70 for the shot.
Yeah. Robert says we're not allowed to send it back in working condition. Robert, we are not taking 412Ks out. So if it holds up to about, I'm saying 35,000 watts, that's where we're stopping the test.
Thank you for the stars.
30,000 maybe? I don't know. Figure it out.
Looks small in his hands. Dave says you got big hands. Hey. You know what they say about guys with big hands?
Big socks.
Your hands are up here, not down there.
Not yet.
Oh, God.
Did it? This is a $375 bottle, Scotty said. Scott, damn witty. You know what? We didn't pay for this one. So we poured it up. If we paid for it, we'd probably fill it more. but we didn't. It was a gift from one of our coworkers.
Ooh, that thing's like thick.
Like something else that I know.
Oh God, Facebook's gonna ban us one day.
One day, but not today. Hopefully.
It looks like almost like thick.
Got Chonk the Chonker in the background. What's going on, Chonk?
He decided to go command.
He's butt naked. Don't
Butt
show his private parts.
It's covered by the
We got Mr. Clippo hanging from his chain from day 350 because he wasn't there from day one. And we got the Sky High amplifier. Mr. Chonk the Chonker. With that being
his
said,
ancestor.
what?
Chonk's ancestor.
Yes. Oh yeah. Who gave us this?
I don't know.
You don't remember who gave us this?
You put it in the truck.
This came from Shrek.
Oh.
That middle finger over there came from Shrek as well. Hello. Here's to a good show and no blown amps, please. Whoop whoop. What?
I couldn't do it.
Do what?
I was trying to put the camera down, get the chaser. All right, here it goes. Cheers. I had a whole bunch of stuff in my
I
hand.
see. I'm not judging you. Go ahead, girl. Take it. Tequila is so much smoother when it's cold.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty good.
Borderline tastes like water. This is definitely the 4515, Mr. James. This is definitely a good looking tub, but I'll tell you what, she needs to go on a diet. She's a little thick.
Thank you, Anthony, for the stars.
Damn near blew my back out
Literally.
putting this sucker in. What's it gonna, what? I think it's gonna take all the alcohol and all the waltz, Mr. Donald says. All right, so since we've been lollygagging enough, let's go ahead and talk about our sponsors. So without y'all on the wall, I don't think we'd be able to do this. And the reason for that is we got a lot of amp repairs, you know.
A lot of amp repairs.
We currently have 3 amps down, and that's due to coil shorting. That's due to things not being wired exactly correct. It's due to all that. So the sponsorship pays for all that. It pays for the Gorilla Tape, the CA glue, the epoxy, you know, for when recons are set in, grinder pads. So we definitely appreciate y'all a lot for being on the wall. And without further ado, we'll go ahead and start out with our title sponsor. We got skyhighcaraudio.com. When they hit me up and they told me the size of the wall that they wanted, they originally wanted the whole wall. But we had to keep it fair. And so we got them about the biggest spot that we can kind of stick them in at. And if you use code word Delilah, you get 7.5% off of anything on the website. So now that we got that one taken care of, we got Team Base Outlaws at the Kansas City, Missouri chapter. We got David Berger Designs with DB Designs. On the right, we got Outcast Car Audio, who stocks and ships many of the bigger brands to the lower 48. Below them, we got The Chalk Wagon on TikTok. To the right, we got Mobile Audio Network. He's still missing an ear, but I think that's how it should be, honestly. It looks better without an ear. Not to toot my own horn. To the left, we got Vegas Style.
I'm not going to say it.
Why?
No.
You said it during the video.
I know. One day we'll have to play the video for them.
We'll have to play the video back. We'll have to do the whole, you know, overlay of the thing. But she said it at a USACI finals, and I thought it was just the funniest thing ever. So now I say it every time I say Vegas Style out here represented. Woo woo. Then we got LF Audio with a high precision voltmeter. If you look at that thing flickering around, it's like having a competition with Miss Nello Media for how fast it can refresh. Below them, we got Audio Ace. Then to the right center, we got Send It Squad with Troy and Got These. Below them, we got Hump Audio.
So wait.
We got Eric Humphreys. Then we got DJ Dirty Bass, djdirtybass.com. If you use code word Delilah, you get a discount off his website. Then we got Puns Custom just below them. We got Pro Audio Center to the right. Below them, we got Shitting on them, shittingonthem.com.
Shit on them is in Zoomies now.
They are in Zoomies. So if you guys have a second, stop by one of their locations, Zoomies, and
or the website.
And if you don't see one there, be sure to talk to the manager and see if they can't get a hat stocked. I'm sure Steve Barber would appreciate that.
And Hammy.
A bunch. To the left, we got ficaraudio.com. That's the tattoo on my forearm, and it's there for a reason. Below them, we got Nello Media with the Happy Single Sub Sensor, which is coming in at $139.99. If you use code word Delilah, I heard he was given like 1% or 2% off. Just kidding. Just below Shitting on him. I said nothing about this discount. Then just below them, we got Sundown Audio. Below them, we got Jones Subwoofer Solutions, which we have a 3-inch coil, all carbon, ready to be sent to the moon. Below them, we got MSA Car Audio, which is Main Street Auto and Tire. Above them, we got Boland's Audio. Then we got Limitless Lithium. Below both of those, we got Sound Cubed Car Audio. To the left, we got Main Street Auto and Tire.
You already said that one.
Did I?
Yeah.
.com/car audio. Then we got Game Changer Custom Car Audio. To the left, we got DC Audio. Then we got Car, which is
Connected
Auto Restoration.
Restyling?
Might be restyling, but I thought it was restoration.
No.
He's going to have to correct me so that way I can send it on every show correctly. Then we got Team DC Auto. It does look like the sub is slowly cooling down to about 98 degrees, which is cooler than it is outside. So we're going to go ahead and see where that ends up. Connected Auto Restyling.
Told you.
I guess it wasn't restoration. Shoot, darn it.
Yes. Finally, what? I'm right.
I'll buy you a shot right now.
Oh, God.
What?
You know, most of the time I'm wrong, but this time I'm right. So it's a big win for me. Actually, pull out the shots. Can't believe I got that right.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus. You're all over the place, baby. You're all over the place.
Well, it said down the radio and it was just turning itself up.
Well, we got a ghost in here now?
No ghosts here, please. I like my house ghost free, please. Thank you.
Give me like right here, right there. You shorted yourself. There you go.
There you go. So since Jessica was right, she's just looking for a reason, Daddy. She's looking for a reason to not be the alcoholic in the room. And I ain't judging her.
Oh, God.
Because we're at 12,000 watts. We're doing a 70. And hopefully, so what did it do on the last one? To 64, 67, 70.
67.
So we're still gaining 3 dB per hit.
Yeah.
What are we doing next time? 24,000?
24,000? All right, let's do it.
It has to be 24 because we're doubling power.
We're just straight doubling.
Straight doubling juice is what I'm saying. So with that being said, let's take these shots. Temp is still dropping. It's about 95, 96 degrees. We'll take these shots. We'll give it about maybe 5 minutes. Start at the countdown, and then we're going to hit it. Because realistically, the asphalt outside of my house is hotter than the Boy Skull is right now. And we can't wait here all day. So with that being said, here's a shot. Here's to you, Mr. Dave. I know you be sipping on them Lakers. And we will start the countdown. We're at 5:48 at 5:53. We will hit this thing with 24,000 watts. PF is looking pretty good at 0.962. It actually went better now that we're adding power to it. The Z is dropping, which is the power max. It's at 0.162. Do I think it has more past this one? I think it has one more doubling power, and then it's going to stop gaining. So with that being said, we will definitely see if we go much more power past this.
Past the 24?
Past the 24. So
I think it's going to make it. I think it's going to make it to the next hit.
You think
36.
so? Jesus.
Wait, no. 24? 48.
We're not doing 48.
Why not? You
not.
said doubling power.
Are you going to pay for the apps to be fixed? If you pay for them, I'll send them. I don't care. I don't care about none of that.
Always playing that game. Are you going to pay for it? No.
Girl, I have 4 broken amps over there. You're going to be saying that when you get the repair bill from DD.
I'm just trying to have fun over here, okay?
I'm trying to have fun too, but I ain't trying to send 4 amps at one shot. I'll send 2 amps. I will not send 4 amps.
You'll send 2 amps, but you won't send 4.
Well, yeah, but you can't wire 2 amps to this sub. Just not possible. Well, you can, but it would be a quarter of an amp. Ain't no problem, Nello. You tell her that we said hello.
Don't send no amps.
Nah, don't send no amps. Nah, I'm sure it'll be fine. So far, the temp's been in check. The score has been going up 3 dB per double. We're gonna see on this next hit kind of where that voice goal and where the score sits. If it still raises 3 dB and it takes this 24,000 watt hit, we will send it with maybe 30 to 32. Somewhere around that range. Also, the Z definitely tells the story of when the sub is starting to run out of motor force. When the Z starts dropping quite a bit, then it definitely starts telling the tale if the sub is running out of juice. But with that being said, we got about 2 minutes left on the clock. And then we're going to hit this thing with Thor's hammer.
Wait, so you're trying to say that when the Z starts dropping, the amps are coming on popping? Huh? Huh?
I don't think it's doing all that. Yeah, I don't think it's doing all that. But when the Z starts dropping, that means the sub started to run out of motor force. It's starting to run out of steam.
What's going to happen? What can eventually happen?
I mean, you could either A, hit a brick wall and then it won't get any louder per power, or B, you could blow some goddamn amps.
See? I was right.
What?
The amp's going to come up popping.
Hopefully that bitch doesn't come up popping.
That's it. Another shot for that one.
If it survives this next one, I'll give you a shot.
Oh, okay.
If it doesn't survive, then we're going to take a shot in its memory anyways.
Oh, God. Hopefully it does make it.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's been pretty much in check. Unless we start seeing like 350 degrees on the temp, I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. Looks like our voltage is a little low. We're going to definitely have to... it's doing all right, Chris. For 15, we're doing a 170.48, 12,009 watts. We're hitting it now we're shooting for 24,000 watts. We got about, it's time.
Oh, it's time?
So we'll go ahead and let this track reset. We got 22 seconds left on the clock. We will queue up to a little bit more power. Where we stop at 24,000 watts, right?
Yeah, 24, double.
This is on 4 DD12Ks, Christopher. And here we go, 24,000 watts. We got up to 285 degrees is what it sounded like. We had 171.25. The PF is definitely going up. The Z is slowly dropping. Previous hit was 1.65. We're at 1.600. Did anybody see we got 284 degrees on the temperature? And we're doing a 171.25.
Wait, I got pretty warm.
It got pretty warm.
It's still alive though.
It definitely it's starting to run out of steam, Robert. It looks like the Boss audio was in a different cabin, Jake, but it did a 170.
Which one?
The Boss.
Yeah.
170.12. Looks like Mr. Chris was watching the scope and it said it was clean. She ain't no sundown. It's geared differently, Robert. For sure. With a 4.5-inch voice coil, it has a different application for sure. It does look like we have about 50 volts left on the table per amp. How much more will we hit it with? I think I'll take it up to 30,000.
Okay, 30 sounds good.
We could even double check the peak frequency.
Okay.
Just for shits and giggles. And see where we take this. We got Mr. Sky High Car Audio himself in the house. Mr. Andy and his house. What's up, Mr. Andres? What's going on, bud? How was Slam, Carlos? It was tits, bro. It was nothing but the best. The best hospitality from the folks at Sky High. If I went. If I went. He says he's not Mr. Sky High. Huh. LOL. That's right, Danny. If I say 30,000, it really means 35 to 40. Let's be realistic here with myself. I said that I was going to buy tickets, and Jessica was not having the trip, so we didn't go. It is what it is. Ain't nothing we can do about that one. Shout out to Mr. Def Bonce for taking, what is 174 divided by 2? That's what? That's pretty close to 90 amps per coil. Oh, yeah, Nella. They usually do put out. It's one hell of a show for sure at Slam. This year, for sure, as soon as they let us know where it's going to be held at, we are going to be there. And we're going to buy tickets right now. But meanwhile, that temp starts cooling down. We'll go ahead and see if we can double check the peak frequency. See if it's gone up or it's gone down. So it's done at 139.97, 139.96, 139.8, 39.91, 977. So it looks like we were on the right track. Nilo came to visit, and y'all bought him dinner. Didn't buy me dinner. Shh. Huh. I'm gonna have to fly out, Andy, and you're gonna have to fire up that Traeger. Make some homemade dinner, some ribs or something. What kind of vehicle is that? This is a 1990 Chevy Astrovan. It started out as a demo build and it ended up to be extreme. This last rendition, which you can see on the bottom left, Beaver got a hold of it, started chomping away at the baffle. I tried to stop it, but it just kept eating. We're about 100 degrees on the voice coil. It looks like we're sitting about 100 degrees, 90 degrees. So wait for this to get down to about 90, 80 degrees-ish, 90 degrees-ish. And we will smack it with the last hoorah. This is on 4DD audio 12 case. And it's a 4.5-inch voice coil. It's rated at 4,500 watts, which is taking that and then some. This is definitely dropping pretty quick for being that high up. For sure, Danny. So the real question is, what are you guys doing for Father's Day? Cook it. Soon enough, Andrew. Soon enough. We're letting the temp drop down. Currently on the screen is real time. So if you did base race, I'm pretty sure we can get a 120. Hold on, where you at? Where you at? I'm trying to see if I can back it down to a 129.9. But I wasn't talking mess.
What were you saying?
Nothing. You're gonna have to take her to dinner.
What?
You're gonna have to take her to dinner, Ninja, because if you want Lady Ninja to give it up, you gotta give her. You gotta wine and dine her. I'm sorry to hear that, Michael. He was too, Jess. I heard him. Don't you start, Handy. Don't you start. Soon enough, we're gonna have that order through, and Miss Jess is gonna get started on her Jeep. Yep. She says that we've had it for far too long, and that we started on the steel cage before. He be talking all that nonsense. Don't you start with me, Andy. I'll block you on Facebook.
Did you test it? Was it the same spot or what?
Yeah, it's exactly the same. Track 32.
All right, so you're gonna go up to 30? 30K?
We'll go for 30 to 35,000. Yeah, he's yawning now until he gets blocked. Did you go get my 18 that hurt you? Or that you hurt? No, I haven't got it yet. I haven't gotten the phone call that it's ready. Full tilt, we will not be doing that, Jesse. Full tilt on these amps is roughly 64,000 watts. And we will not be sending that because I'm afraid.
Can you fix that GoPro? It's
what
like slanted.
Oh, it's because it's the
that was on the one of those low riders that go to the side.
I'm literally the only person in here that knows where you live. Becker knows where I live.
Oh yeah, Becker's here at least once a month.
Block me and I'll come and twist your nipple. I'll block you on purpose to see if you're even down for that. Come on. Come on, and I'll take you to a steak dinner. Becker was in here. I'm not sure if he's still in here. All right, y'all. We're giving it the 5-minute countdown. At 6:09, we will be sending
You're coming to
this thing
Vegas, Andy?
to the moon. You come in after scraping, so that's what, week and a half. Let me know if John's here. I know he's already down for going to hookah. Did somebody say steak? Absolutely, Becker. You trying to go to a steakhouse tonight? You let me know, and we will roll.
To a steakhouse. I have what?
What?
I have lobsters over there.
Where?
Or lobster tails.
We eating steak tonight.
Steak?
That's what we talked about.
When?
Saturday night. We're supposed to go to.
Oh yeah, it's your birthday dinner. Alrighty then. We're going to a steakhouse.
Whether if it's just me and you, or me, you, and the baby, and
we
drop them off after.
I see. Okay.
I'm going to get a tomahawk.
I see what you're doing there.
Andy says he's too poor. We eating leftovers. You ain't got to pay for it. All you got to do is show up. What did the Sundown U meter again? The Sundown U did a 179 point something. What time did we start the countdown? It was like 6:02. No, it was like 6:02.
It's time because I literally went and I pulled out the butter and the garlic, and that was more than 5 minutes.
All right, y'all. The boss has spoken. We're going to turn this up to 52. We're going to stop at 35,000 is what I gave. That's what I promised. Oh, 6:04. Well, it's 6:06 now, so we're ready to rock and roll now.
We're ready to go. 30,000 watts.
30,000?
That's where you're going, right?
Yeesh. 30,000 watts, and we're about to put this thing to the ringer.
I mean, if you go over, that's fine too, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's done at 171.48, something like that.
171 something.
We're about to hit it with 30,000. Hold it for a second. Call it there. These amps are currently on for 12Ks. We're not going to run into clipping because
I totally forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So we got lucky.
Why?
Because when somebody calls, it turns off.
Well, hopefully it doesn't turn off. Fix the screen for you. Get you guys a little closer. Y'all ready? Christopher says, what happened to the Sound Cubed 10Ks? We have to rehook them up because we went to USACI finals. So we took the 10Ks out and we haven't hooked them back up. Probably after the sub, we're going to drop the amps to send them out to get fixed. And we'll hook up the 10Ks for the following test.
All right. That sounds good to me.
Yeah, we're definitely not trying to clip the 4 amps by any means. So with that being said, we've been jibber-jabbering enough. Track has reset. Track is ready to go. You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. 35,000 watts.
Okay. The cone did not go. I saw this around.
It's a carbon cone.
No,
it shouldn't go.
Hmm.
So we brought that up to 36,689 watts.
And it took it like a champ.
I want to say it got up to like 380 degrees, 360 degrees.
Oh, yeah, that was gone.
Nell's gone. Did anybody take a second to see?
Oh, he's here.
407 degrees. My goodness. So we're going to let this coil cool off. Once again, this is a Def Bonce 4515. It just took 300. The shots are catching up to me.
You've only taken 2.
Well, they're catching up to me anyways. It's hot out here for a pimp. Squirrel. Yeah, it's a little 15, you know. Ain't if it was an 18, I bet you it'd probably do something different. But what we seeing right now, 37,000 watts is wild on a single sub. Let me just be honest.
For a 15 single sub.
Shout out to Mr. Nello with Nello Media for sticking around. The wife's gonna make you sleep on the couch if you don't go pick her up, brother. With that being said, shout out to all the fathers out there for raising your kids, even though they're crazy sometimes. Shout out to y'all. Hope you guys have a wonderful Father's Day. Shout out to Def Bonce. Shout out to Mr. Robert for sending in this sub. It literally was like $260 in shipping costs. One way.
That sub is heavy.
It's super heavy. I got to go to the chiropractor tomorrow morning. But with that being said, here's a shot. And we'll be seeing y'all later. Cheers.
Happy Father's Day.